What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. And been taking a little break this weekend. I haven't put out many videos. It's been one of those weekends where I've just been getting used to new Google changes. Of course, like everybody else, I got online the other day and Google had totally changed. And at first I was really heated about it. I was like, man, this stinks. I can't figure out the comments and stuff like that. But after the last couple of days, and I noticed this Google Plus thing was rolling in anyway because they've been making us the, especially the people who post videos, they've been really adding Google Plus to everything, asking us to add it to our websites, and just putting in new menus. Every time I come on Google, there's something new for us to do. But after playing with it for the week, I'm actually pretty excited about it. Not only do you get to see, who's sharing, what other people are talking about your videos, and you get to interact with everybody. But you get to see people that are talking crap too, which for somebody like me, I get a lot of people who come and do negative, negative comments, like just horrible stuff they say. So that's opening all that back up again. But you know what? I'm very thick-skinned. I know what I'm doing here. All I'm doing is taking up pictures from NASA. I'm trying to build a place where all the known anomalies and any that you guys find out there and send me, we can put up. Sorry if people come here and call me a hack because I'm using other people's research. I try and say anytime I use anybody else's research, I am never claimed to find these pictures, unless it is one I found, but even then I don't claim it because I'm sure somebody else had found it before me. I mean, you know how many people get these pictures and do this stuff? So anyway, I always try and give homage with stuff like that, but you get so much of it from these people. I got one guy saying he's going to expose me. What a joke. You know what I mean? Come on. What I'm doing is I'm putting them out. I'm giving you the NASPA pictures. It is exactly what I want to do. It's exactly what I'm going to do. Nothing's going to stop me, short of a bullet, and we're going to keep doing this. So. If I have to upload videos just to my website eventually, I will. We're going to get this information is going to get out to the public, and people always come here and say I'm a disinformation agent because I put up stuff like the rat and things like that. I am going over every anomaly. I don't care if you think it's information or not. And I don't, basically, I see what I see, you see what you see. I mean, it is what it is. But see, now look all the time I've taken in this awesome video already to start talking about nonsense. But either way, I think the Google Plus thing is going to help because it's going to allow me to interact more with you guys. It's a lot, before I used to never see you guys were commenting. I even had it set to email me every single time somebody would do it, like send me a comment or do something along those lines. Only one time. So if one of you came and commented on a video and say my spam filter got it, I never knew it unless I would come in there and actually go look at that video. So for what it's worth, this one came to me. This is a PIA picture one that was released. This is a mosaic. This is a really neat thing. I just found this. I just saw that little circle there, so I was wondering what that was. This was sent to me online from my website, and there's some really neat things on this one. This is going to be one to add to your collection. And if you had never been on my website before, it's whatsupinthesky.com, and there's just basically a simple message board in there, and a guy sent it to me on here the other day, and he called it the Holy Grail of Mars pics. I get a lot of that. Chris has got one of those too over Mars Anomalies. He's got a really good Holy Grail picture. He did a couple. He's done a bunch of his videos over there. He's rocking and rolling. More power to you guys. I'm excited to see everybody else doing it too. And wait till you start getting the hate. And now I think because my channel is just blowing up, I'm getting a ridiculous amount of subscribers. Every day I'm adding another 100 subscribers, another 40 50,000 views to the channel, so I'm going to be getting this heat. But I'm taking up this good picture. I shouldn't even be talking about this in this really good video because, like I said, this is really neat. Get the TIFF version if you've got the space. If you just want to take a look at it, get the JPEG version. But he sent this to me, and he also sent me what is cool. Let me show you guys how he did this. If you even go to my website, you can see it. He uploaded it to PhotoBucket, and basically he made it so he had if you click on it, this right here, he had sent the arrows. See how all the arrows are on what he wanted to send me. So basically, this is the greatest way to do it. You either do it through my webmail. If you can put the arrows on the picture somehow, send it to me. Because if you send me something, God only knows if I'm going to see exactly what you see. There's so much stuff in these things. I may see 30,000 things different than you see, just as we go through the videos. But anyway, let me see. Let's go back to this. We've already wasted, how much time have I wasted here? 4 minutes already. So this is going to be one of them long ones. And I'm going to probably come back to this one because it definitely deserves some looking into. But first off, it does look like the same old Mars that we've been very used to. And let me give you the exact information. This was, I think this was Opportunity Rover. Yes, this was from the Opportunity Rover. It's a 360 degrees. So basically, it's like a, if we were to turn all the way around and then just basically what we saw, slap it up on the thing. Um, it was pretty far back. I think it was released back in 2006 or something along those lines. So, or 2008. Yep, 2006. So it's been out there for a while. So come check that out. And let's check this to begin with. Now, is this some sort of cylindrical cone? I can't put my finger on exactly what this is, but it's pretty cool. No, it looks like this is connected to this, and it's got this really dark area here, like it's either a really dark stone or shadowed. Um, and I'm looking at the shadowing of the rest of the picture, and there's nothing really. These are pretty darkened, so I'd imagine maybe that's, yeah, it's darkened on this. So the bottom half is darkened. So I imagine this goes all the way down to the bottom. Now, if you look at that, look how rounded and perfect that is. It's just pretty cool to me. It looks like it was just snapped off of something and ended up over here eventually. Like I said, I think Mars had a catastrophe and just sent stuff everywhere. Okay, now I don't want to make you guys sick, so let's take a look at this stuff. Just very interesting symmetry in the rocks over here I wanted to point out. And different colors, different styles. Let me see if I can pull this up real fast and drop some of this adjust color. Let me just drop the temperature a little bit. That helps a little. Yeah, it definitely helps some. Okay, here we go. All right. This is going to be one of the long ones for you guys. It's been a while since we did a really long one. Like I said, I took a hiatus this weekend. It was nice, just to sit back and watch and figure out what's going on with the Google stuff and just more blocked out stuff. And this area is pretty neat. Look how it's all, the rocks are just kind of, it it's almost like somebody paved these things with like a bathroom tile with the rocks. It's just pretty cool, neat area. So let's go through, take a look at the ones I've actually marked out here, which I marked out a lot of the ones that the guy who sent this over did too. Rocks that just look to be folded up. You see a lot of these on Mars. This is pretty cool here, a little rock. Look, it kind of looks like it's got two eyeballs and a mouth just smiling at you. Like I said, I see what I see, you see what you see, and I'm not like I said, people come here and it's like, oh, you're doing such a bad discredit to the to the real finds. And let me tell you what, it, why do you think I get the hits? I don't discredit anything. I give you guys the information. I'm not dumping this with a bunch of music on it and saying, oh, go, this is what it is. I put these, I go over the top with my thumbnails just because to get people to look at these things. It's fun. It's funny. If there's a thing that looks like a dog on it, that's what I'm going to put on a thumbnail. I mean, it is what it is. I think that basically what I've done here speaks for itself. I spent a lot of time working on it. And yes, I do get AdSense money from it. And it is a decent amount each month. It helps supplement my income, but I mean, I don't lie about it. There's nothing, I think everybody here should be, if you upload videos, you know what it takes to upload these things, and it takes a long time to upload, to save them. I can't tell you how many videos I've done where, I wouldn't hit save and it wasn't there. Um, Now, if you, we'll notice on this part of Mars, there's a lot of these, like, just see this little rock here. Look how there's like these cuts in it. A lot of symmetrical cuts, and you're going to see that throughout this whole picture. It was pretty interesting. Um, Another cool thing here, just what's going on up there. I tell you, it's just interesting how these the shadows play out on this. Like I said, this is mosaic, so this was definitely patched together by someone over at NASA. I think what I was poking at here, or pointing at, I was looking at the rocks, the symmetry in them, how they cut and turn. Let me pull that out a little bit. Have we looked over here yet? Um, Same stuff over here, just more of the, look at that color, the color changing of the rocks. What's amazing when you take off that tint, when I drop the temperature down, how stuff looks, how much totally different it looks. Stuff just pops out. What you couldn't see before, you can officially see. Um, it's definitely worth the effort. All right. Sorry about that. More stuff out here just in the middle of the crater. To me, this kind of just looked like one of those rocks that are bent over again, kind of like the taco rocks. That's what I should call them. They just kind of look like they got really, really warm at some point and had, flipped over. These here look to see Yeah, these pretty cool. Looks like they have some symmetry in them. Now this isn't the good stuff. I've definitely missed it. There's a lot better stuff that I've seen on this picture than this. I only took a look at this for what, a good 15 minutes. I didn't look. Ooh, check this stuff out. This is kind of interesting here. Just how it comes up and over and it looks like it's kind of hidden up off again. That's just the standard rock. But as we come into some of the more stuff, let's see. Oh, this is what I was looking at when we pulled this video up. This is out on the horizon. Tell me that is not a perfect spear. This looks like the ones you find down in, and it's buried in the sand a little bit, and it looks like it may be able to just flipped over like this, and this would be the actual top of it. It's just rolled to that. Look how perfect that is. All over the world, I think it's more down like South America stuff, you find these big, huge, perfect spheres that were carved out by somebody at some point in some time. And I think that just kind of looks exactly like that. And I just noticed that, and it's just kind of out there. That has nothing to do with the Opportunity rover. I know that. Everything that had to do with this was way back in the back. Check this one out here. This is pretty cool. This just seems, like I said, to me, like I said, the Mars was just destroyed, and like these could have been part of a building and just half a world away. I mean, that's how if an asteroid impact hit or something like that happened, this stuff could have been way off. But I thought that was kind of neat. This was pointed out on the other thing, and look out here, this blue. Um, just look how it's just randomly sitting there. It's just blue. That's just interesting. Look at that. It looks nothing like the surroundings. Let me get that up pretty big on the screen. And that is absolutely, I mean, that's like bright, bright blue. Don't know what to say about that. Pretty interesting. We've seen the blue spherical things on Mars, and plus the blue dunes. There's another one here that looks like it's light blue. Um, Anybody that has an idea about that, or is out something, let us know what you think about that right there. Um, Once again, probably getting you guys sick just bouncing through this stuff so fast. Just a really cool area either way with I love how you can see the strata and stuff like that. And a lot of times I see this stuff where it had rained severely, and it's just been worked. The stuff was worked. All right. The guy had marked this one out. I'm not sure. It's just kind of what's neat about this. I'm sure this is just optical illusion, but doesn't that look like it's kind of floating there? Optical illusion, I'm sure. Like I said, I'm not saying it's not. Um, but I thought that was cool either way. And this is kind of neat to me. And I've seen this on a couple other sols. I think I've actually seen this in another picture. Something that looked the exact same. And it might not have been this. See how it looks like it's got a circle here, and it's got a bevel up around it here that's on top of it. It's like this piece here is all flat in one piece. This seems to be like it's kind of cracked or turns in there. Um, this would separate this side from that side, but this seems to be pretty cool, and it has like that perfect sphere in it. Just thought it was pretty cool. Now this stuff over here too, if you look at this, that's how perfect the stratas here look. And I would say if I didn't see a lot of this other, and you guys might disagree with me that's I think this is just most likely something like because the local strata looks like that. So this is probably just localized. That's how it is. But it is on a curve kind of, which is interesting. So it might be something that could have been man-made. This right here is like the people call it the cat. I've seen this. It's kind of looks like it's looking back at us. To me, I just think it's an interesting rock that's sitting. Somehow it's gotten itself wedged and it comes up and around. Um, let's see what else we've got. And I love that thing down there has always intrigued me because I said there's one that looks exactly like it somewhere else. And that to me seems like it was either some sort of machine part or just it looks like a coil. And it's once again it's not. Look at this blue rock right here. It's next to some of these blue rocks. I don't know. Let me pull that up a little bit. See how it's kind of like this would be part of the hose and it comes down and just coiled up here as it goes through, and it's just a chunk of it. And if maybe a CO2 or if Mars lost its atmosphere and something horrific happened there, all this stuff could have just been frozen in time. And that's what I'm thinking might have happened after wherever it landed is how it was frozen in time. More blue. Look at that out there. More blue big spears. I mean, they're pretty noticeable too. I mean, it's definitely blue, and it's definitely that bright blue. It's That's almost the exact same color. Starting to make that sick. Where was that one over here? Here it is right there, the blue. See it right there? And this one over here is more like a sphere. Move that out of the way. Move it out of the way. Alright, more stuff to look at. Okay, this was kind of cool to me. Now, this was like something that could have been biological. Like I said, if the atmosphere just went and everything went dry, like if you go to Antarctica and you can pull up Google Earth, and then there's a place in there where you go to like the dry lands. There's it's like penguins and stuff. They're just mummified, and they kind of look like this. Just kind of, they look almost like if you had this tint to it, or maybe if it had been wind blown for years by that dark colored sand, would look something like this. Um, nothing too nothing to rack your brain over too much. Just interesting. Now this one was cool to me too. Now this I think looks like it has some hieroglyphics. This looks like the Egyptian heads I've seen everywhere, with like the headpiece here, and then just this being like the helmet part to it, like there'd be the ear part. But if you look at it, it looks like got two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And you know how Major Thing does it. Like I said, it automatically goes to that. But I think the people who subscribe to my channel are going to think that's interesting, no matter what. Um, it looks very symmetrical. It looks very carved. It looks kind of out of place for where it is. Like maybe this was where it landed. Of course, we can't see like roll up to it because of the sand, and there's more of that blue right there. Just a very interesting spot. Like the sand blows all over Mars. I mean, the weather's definitely there. Um, Here's another one that the guy more blew up there. The guy had marked there. I'm not really 100% sure what he was looking at here when he had marked it, but I thought I'd mark it, let you guys take a look at it, because sometimes you guys send me stuff, I don't get it, but somebody else will be like, oh, this thing looks like a tube here, this looks like that here, so I might as well show you guys. Just a very interesting outcrop, like a big rock area anyway. I'm looking, that's pretty cool, whatever that is. I mean, look, it's a rock. What's interesting is the rocks have, like, they have these weird things protruding from them. This almost looks like it's a, like added as part of it, almost like a delta wing or something like that that's added to this. This, to be honest with you, this looks like a big bug or something, or a big that was, or a big animal that's just would have maybe flown, but has just flipped upside down. Like I said, when I say this stuff, I don't believe it's that. I mean, I'm saying that's what it looks like. That's what I do here. You know what I mean? That's what's up in the Sky 37 approach to this whole stuff. I'm bringing you guys pictures I think are interesting, and our subscribers think are interesting. That's another reason why I'm doing this. It was sent from a subscriber, and he wanted us to take extra look at it. And you guys may think, oh, there's nothing out of the ordinary on here. Maybe the other way. Maybe I'm missing stuff that's out of the ordinary. Um, this here was cool. So I think might be one we'll leave it at. Look at more of that coil stuff. It almost looks like the number 6, like the rock, like it was poured. It almost looks like it's poured out of a baker's, for a cake, and this would, and then just harden there, or like hardened dung or something like that from an animal. But definitely looks like the number 6. Nature could have made that. Animals could have made that. What could have made that? That just could be a random rock, and the wind and stuff had blown that out. Either way, it's pretty interesting, and it's kind of how this and more of these, how these are just kind of, these right here just kind of strewn about this back edge, as we look off into it. Let's see if there's what else is out there. Ooh, moving really fast. Sorry about that. Don't get sick. Uh, this one too. I just can't. I mean, and even the ones closer here, it almost looks like these might have blown over there. More of that perfectly rounded shape. Where'd that go right here? This to me is a cool one. This is just kind of. I think I'm gonna use this one maybe for the thumbnail. I mean, what is that? It's like a perfect sphere, and it's not, because right here is cut down. It's like I said, but everything up to here is perfect sphere, and here is just the bottom. So who knows what that does when it goes under there. I'd imagine that this is the top, like I said earlier, but pretty cool either way. More of the blue. Look at the blue. The blue looks like it has two pieces to it. Um, I wonder what the blue. I wonder. Like, so anybody have any idea what this is? And this is another one. Like I said, this here deserved a video in general. I mean, that just a very interesting outcropping rock, whatever that thing is. You know, it just kind of it looks carved. It looks like it was this. It looks like it's been knocked over. It looks like a dunce cap if you turned it upside down. So, anything else out there in the distance that I haven't taken a look at or in here? Um, what's this? Interesting how that color, the color of the rocks, just once you drop the that overall oranginess. One, two little circles out there. That's kind of interesting. That one right there, just a little symmetrical, a little mound. I didn't notice that earlier. It's kind of a little mound out there. Check that out. And another one right here. These more little little round things. Like how this stuff out here gets so round. Whatever dropped this out there. Are these little domed shaped things? See, for one, I think that if anything, maybe there's huge life on Mars once. Maybe these little guys. You know, I've always heard the Martians, and a lot of people, really good, smart people who are well educated, have said stuff like this. You know, maybe the Martians are this big. You know, and if they're that big, and this is pretty far off, you know, what could this could be the entrance to an underground thing. That's what I love doing this for. The options are just endless. You know, that's why I loved it. It's all speculation. If like I say, if you enjoy my channel, you must have a great imagination because that's what it's all about here. And otherwise, I don't try and. There's no science involved with what I do. So, you know, I wish there was. I wish there's something I can give you and say, oh, here. I mean, I could give you something that looks exactly like an animal or exactly like a something else, and we can't. We can't say it's a rat because there's a possibility it's not. There's a possibility it's a rock. And until we actually get off of this planet and go there um, publicly, because I have heard many times that we've been there, you know, black ops, um, we'll never know. So that's the wonder of it. It's. I hope you open up your imagination when you come to What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, and I'll leave you with that right here. This is kind of interesting here. It kind of just almost looks like a football with two entrances in it next to here. These kind of look to be cut out. Anyway, much love, guys. WhatsUpInTheSky.com. Come over, check it out. 22 minutes in. It's been a while, so I want to talk to you guys for a little bit. Take it easy. Sorry for the 4 or 5 minute rant in the beginning of this one. All right, peace.